Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay, back to the video. And in this video, I'll be doing an overview of Batman from the Knightfall storyline. I'll be talking about the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth your purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not only support the channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at front of the box. This side, the back, the other side, top, and bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at the figure outside the box. As always, they do come with a card. This is what the card looks like. The back of the card. It does come with accessories, so you got a clean looking Batarang. Very simple, clean looking design Batarang, not much to it. It's just one, and it does come with different hands. So this is Batman's right trigger hand. Just blue, not much to it. Very simple, very simple. And also Batman's left hand trigger. And of course it comes with a regular puck stand. So let's take a look at the articulation on this figure. We'll start off with the head. So head articulation, left, right, good. Up, down, not a whole lot of articulation up, down, unfortunately, but left, right is good. Shoulder articulation, good. Bicep, good. Elbows, good. Wrist, good. Torso, really good. Actually, really good. So torso articulation is good, and you have swivel as well. So the upper body articulation is good. Let's take a look at the lower torso. Leg articulation, good. Knees, good. Ankles, oops, a little stiff right here. Good. And of course, toes. Good. So overall, the articulation of the entire figure itself is good. Now let's talk about this figure, because man, this figure has been selling out like no other. Similar to the Batman Michael Keaton version of the mask version of the figure, it's been selling out. This one also has been selling out, and well, let's get into it. First off, the face sculpture design, it is fantastic. Just look at that chin, the painted lips, the cheek on there. You got some like light brown with dark browns on there. Really good, very subtle, but looks good. Painted white eyes. You know me with white eyes. I'm a sucker for white eyes. Then you got the clean, plain looking Batman mask, which looks really good. Unfortunately, mine did come with a little white dot here, which looks like it's just going to be paint, which is unfortunate, but it's not a big deal for me. But it's a good, clean looking Batman mask. The mask itself, like I said, it's clean, but the face paint on here looks really good. Very top-notch quality. Again, that fade on here with the like light brown with a little bit of darker brown and the painted lips, very subtle, but it looks really good. The arms, in terms of the actual like arm itself, it's clean looking, just very muscle tone. You can see a little of the bicep, the tricep, the shoulder on there, the gauntlets. Again, if a very clean looking Batman, you get the pointy tips on there too, and the hands itself as well. The upper body or torso, it's a good, clean looking Batman. Essentially, that's what it is. It's a Batman suit, and it's a clean looking one. Not much to it in terms of like this whole body armor or anything like that. No, this is more of a clean comic book Batman, and it looks really good. I like the Batman logo. It just pops. It looks really good, and I don't know what it is, but it just pops. Even from a distance, that logo looks good. I don't know if it's because of this gray, because it's like a gray, a little bit lighter gray, and having that yellow logo, which is matte, which is weird because this is matte, it pops and you just grabs your attention, and I like it a lot. Very defined abdomen, chest as well too, and then the other gauntlets are very simple, clean looking Batman. And that's exactly what it is. It's a good, clean looking Batman. Take a look at the cape. The cape, very simple design, not much to it. Just got this kind of a textured look to it. It's a little light on it, and I actually like that because some of the Batman figures, the cape is pretty heavy to where when you pose it, it keeps falling back. This one isn't too much of that. issue in terms of the weight, so it's fine. But overall, the upper body looks really, really nice. Again, simple design, clean looking suit, but the color combination choices on here just look fantastic. I like this figure. And the funny thing is, it's a simple design costume for Batman, but it looks so good. Take a look at the belt. The belt is just plain belt, but the color pops with the Batman logo, and it matches as well too. And I actually like that because it just pops. And again, from a distance, it just grabs your attention. Let's take a look at the lower torso. So in terms of the legs itself or thighs, really not much going on. Just clean looking thighs, very defined muscles. Look at that. Look at that hamstring on there too. Then you got the underwear on there too. The trunks, I should say. Again, not much going on in terms of the lower torso. It's just clean looking. There's the boots as well too. You guys can see that. But it's a clean looking Batman. There's not much going on with this figure. And again, this is how the suit looks like in the comics. So this, if you're looking into this figure like more of a body armor type thing, you're going to be disappointed. Overall, the figure looks good, looks clean. I like this figure. Very simple, but it looks fucking sweet, and I love this figure. So of course, the main question is this worth it? Should you go out and get this figure? For $20, yes, I like this figure. I like it because it's more of a comic book version of Batman, and I've been reading more comics for Batman, so I appreciate the costume more. But sometimes less is more, and to me, this perfectly defines that. Again, when you see that Batman logo, if you see it in person, it just grabs your attention. The first thing you look at when you look at the figure is that Batman logo. And the funny thing is, it's not even huge or like glossy. It's just simple Batman design. But when you look at it, it just grabs your attention. It just hooks you. I don't know what it is, but it's there. Like when I saw the figure in the box, I couldn't stop looking at the Batman logo, and everything else just looks fantastic. So, would I recommend it? Absolutely. I think this is a must buy for Batman fans like myself. And for the price you're paying for $20, I think it's a good price for it. It's not fantastic, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, but I think for $20 you get some accessories and a good, clean looking Batman figure. But regardless of the price though, what I would give the figure, come on, I give it a thumbs up. I like the figure. As mentioned, the articulation is good. The paint job is simple, but looks good. The color palette looks fantastic. And when you put it all together, it is a good looking figure. So of course, once again, Batman from the Knightfall storyline gets a thumbs up for me. Here we have Catwoman and of course Batman from the Knightfall storyline. They both look good. Having it side by side, it looks really, really good. In terms of the height difference, you can see that the height is actually somewhat proportional in terms of Batman being taller than Catwoman. Not a whole lot, but there is some difference in height. And just having these two figures next to each other looks sweet. I like this figure a lot. It's just the crotch part is kind of like, ugh. Once you see it, you can't really unsee it. But regardless though, here we have Catwoman and of course Batman from the Knightfall storyline. Here we have Superman from the Hush storyline. The Superman, I think, is infected or something like that. I know this is for the gold label one from McFarlane Online Store exclusive. And of course, we have Batman from the Knightfall storyline. And if you're wondering height, yes, Superman is taller. Not a whole lot, but he is taller. But if you're going to count the pointy ears for Batman, then technically Batman is taller. But again, the pointy ears, but we're not really looking at that. But regardless though, here we have Superman and Batman next to each other. They both look good and menacing, but let's be honest. If we were going to have a fight, who would win? Come on, Superman would win. Here we have Batman the Azrael from the Knightfall storyline, and of course, the Walmart exclusive, and of course, Batman from the Knightfall storyline. Man, fantastic figure. I believe this is my figure of the year. I'm pretty sure it's my figure of the year of 2022. Good looking figure. The sculpture design, top notch. The paint job is top notch on this one. I have no idea why they haven't did a but restock of this figure, because I know if McFarlane did another restock of this figure, these would sell out like crazy because, man, this figure was such a hard figure to find. I got extremely lucky, was able to get one at my local Walmart. So, anyway, so here we have both of them side by side. And yes, this version of Batman is definitely taller, and of course beefier because of the armor. But just showing you how these two look side by side, and having him standing next to each other looks so good, and having them displayed next to each other is going to look even better. Since we're talking about the Knightfall storyline, we have to bring and talk about Bane. Man, fantastic looking figure, good looking Bane. I love this figure. This McFarlane did a really good job with Bane. My only problem with the Bane figure isn't so much of the figure itself. It's just going to be the fact that this is completely hard to find. It's unnecessarily hard to find. I have no idea why McFarlane hasn't done a restock of it, because it's not a gold label. This is just a regular Bane Mega Fig. And yet, it's hard to find. I've seen people sell it for like $100. I don't think it's worth $100. So McFarlane, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt it, but if you are, come on, bring this figure back. Having these two side by side and having this particular costume of Batman, oof, just looks so good. Just look at the size difference. Look at that. Now I can see why Batman got his ass kicked, because look at this. Huge, man. I'm so glad that McFarlane did a Bane figure like this, but just come on. Make more. Like, what the hell? Regardless, though, here we have Batman from the Knightfall storyline, and we have Bane. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me on this figure? Do you plan on purchasing this figure? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not only support the channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. Then comes an overview of Batman from the Knightfall storyline, and on to the next one.